Shouldn't have took 3 shots, but we got him. And you're probably wondering why I have these gloves on. Well, it's because I just cleaned the squirrel and found this in it. Don't know what's going on with that. I'll go ahead and pass on that just in case, because they say, you know, if you got to question it, don't eat it. Tell you what we're going to do instead. We're going to use it as a trapping bait. As you can see, things just aren't quite happening the way we anticipated on this this video here. Cameras didn't work very well. We lost daylight, so here it is a couple days later, and it's raining. Raining pretty steady. It's gonna be raining pretty steady most of the day, so don't look like we're gonna put out traps today. Hi Megan Bone Gang, thanks for clicking on this video. We're back at the trapping game. Got my squirrel. It's been marinating for a couple days in the fresh air, smelling pretty ripe right about now. Not too ripe to where they you know, the animals ain't gonna want it, but I think they might be able to smell it from a little further off. Unfortunately, this spot here is the only spot that ain't covered in water. We just had that rain, still ain't dried up yet. Rained pretty good. So the spot where we caught the coyote the last time, way down yonder, it's full of water, so that ain't no good. Definitely don't want to get the four-wheeler stuck again. So I'm trying to be mighty particular where we put it, because if it does get another rain, like if it dries out, I set a trap, then we get some more rain and we catch something, you know, I don't want to have to deal with all that. So anyway, this spot here I know is going to stay relatively dry unless we get a monsoon, so I'm gonna go ahead and set them here. I got a trail right here, if you can see that. We got the trail coming from behind us, it goes this way, and we got a little one coming from this way right there. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna put one right here in this little 3-way split, and we're gonna put one probably right there by that one, and I can set our camera up because we're gonna use them trail cameras here. I'm gonna put this trail camera probably right here, facing this way, facing north. That way we won't get too much sun in the lens, and we ought to be able to catch both traps, one right there and one right there in the side of that camera, and one camera. That way we can have 2 traps, 1 camera, cover multi directions. And then I'm gonna go see maybe a little further down that way, might find something a little bit more dry that we can put another trap and the other camera. If not, just gonna have to ride these 2 cameras out, I mean these 2 traps, or maybe I'll put one a little further. But I mean, I don't want to, you know, you don't have to set too many traps in this one spot. Ain't gonna do no good no how, unless they're running in a pack. But that's just speculation. And I guess the first step, we're gonna have to see if we can even dig a hole right here. They got a tree root. Yeah, well, I guess that was easier than I thought. Question is, how much is that gonna fill up with water when we put our bait in there? Ooh, look at that. Well, I reckon we're gonna try that. Now there's something they call a pipe dream set that I ain't toyed with, but if this doesn't work, we might come back and try it again later, where you use a pipe to put your bait in. That'll keep the bait out of the water. This fills up, but I don't think we're supposed to get any rain for a couple days. Excuse me. So that might work. All right, well, let's see if we can stake it down. I got an idea how we're gonna try this one. Actually, this one we're gonna go ahead and do the same way we did it before when we did it down there with this here. I'm gonna call it a shed stake, because that's what it was for, to hold my shed down, but it didn't work too well. So yeah, I'm gonna see about right there. Be good. I was gonna, well, I'll show you what I'm gonna do with the other one. I had a big aluminum pole, but in case my neighbor comes running through here with the 4-wheeler, I don't want him hitting that pole and messing up his 4-wheeler, you know, because that would suck. So do. Yep, I don't want to be able to get them all the way around without getting tangled up and tied up. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 swivels in here. So I'm trying to sink this all the way down so that it don't, oh, that's the wrong way, cool, y'all. So that this will pull up. There we go. All right. Perfecto. Ooh, where's my glove? You gotta protect these beautiful, delicate hands. Ain't even gotta dig a hole here. I can just cheese them. Look at that. I think what I'm gonna try and do, I might try and put some peat moss down first. Let's see if it'll pack better. Of course, I mean, it'll probably pack in there. I don't know. Let's see what we're working with. Where's my trap setters? I mean, technically, I'm a trap setter, aren't I? Way. Huh, actually that bedded pretty nicely. All right, I could probably just knock this chain in the dirt. Well, at least that part was easy, and of course he'll pull that out when he gets in the trap. Oh, I just set the trap off. Oh yeah, there you go. That actually set pretty nicely. Oh, not too shabby, y'all. Not too shabby. Alrighty, now we're gonna bait it up, disguise it a little bit, be on time, baby. I'm gonna go set the other trap, try and set up that camera, see if we can figure out what the heck we doing with it, because you should have seen me trying to figure it out to begin with. All right, when I first pulled it out the box, what that is, that ain't no turd, that's just mud. We're just gonna go ahead and stick this whole half a squirrel in there like that, and I'm gonna stuff him down in there a good bit. Oh, I got a missed call, y'all. Hold on. All right, so now, how about that? All right, let's stuff him all the way down in there. I got the meat first and the fur second, to where they can see the fur and smell it and all that good. Ooh, man, that might be in water. Dang, that ain't no good. Let's try and back him out some. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out a different set for back here, I think, when it's like that. But I might put a stick in front of it to where they can't get it out too easy, but they can see it right there. But first, let me yeah, let's try that. Let's stick this right there, that way it won't be able to pull out just that easy, but they'll be able to see it and have to work at it. Because that's the whole idea, is to get them to work at it, so they got to stick around a little longer, and they end up stepping on the trap instead of just running in there and grabbing it. So what else I was gonna do? Oh yeah, let's get a little scentage. Let's put some what we got here, some Widowmaker scent. Just gonna get a little stick right here. Drop that in there. All right, let's see what we can do to disguise this a little bit, make it blend in a little better. Now, I've seen different people trapping different ways now, and I'm daggum air boots, I can't stand them. Y'all hear that noise? Boy, they rattle my walls sometimes. Anyway, I've seen some trappers that say leave it like that because it looks like something was digging there, and then I've seen some trappers that once they catch something and it messes up their trap circle a little bit, they don't put nothing there. So I don't know, we're gonna see if we can't disguise it just a little bit more than this. Because that red, I mean, that, you know, that peat moss don't look nothing like anything around it. But I guess that'll work. Make sure there's no big stems in here because we don't want that impeding our trap. But I mean, that looks pretty good. I mean, it's getting in there. Let's see, any of this can might be able to shake some of this on top of that. Let's see. Oh, that's fine enough. Yeah, let me where's my can? Give me a can. Give me some of that. There you go. See if we can't get some of this in here. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it ain't helping tremendously, but it's a little something something. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's cover some of this right here with that. Shoo, son. I like it. Here, let's cover my knee prints right there. This actually looks like it might be a pretty good spot right here. Got a little high spot right here where this trail is, because I was gonna put it right there, but I ain't gonna be able to put a hole because it's gonna go straight into the water, because that water table high. So let me see if I can bust it up a little bit, see what we're working with, because I could drill a hole right there and we can put the trap probably right here, and then it'll be like a little what you call it, like a little ditch set. We're trying to funnel them right in here. Move that back, move this grass to here. Oh yeah, I mean, that would work. That is gonna work if I can manage it. Up here, put the trap about right there. I think that'll work. I think that'll work just fine. All right, once again, I guess we need to see if we can even get the trap to bed right there. We didn't have a problem over there though, so I think we're gonna be just fine. I might put some, you know what? No, we're just gonna do it like that. Sorry, y'all, the ADD brain's kicking into overtime, chasing squirrels and rabbit holes. What was I doing? Oh yeah, trap. Whoa, just dumped out all my stuff. Again, we're gonna kind of knock our chain in the dirt. There we go. Get that away from there. Ooh, almost caught myself. There we go. Oop, my bucket of stuff. My bucket of stuff. Well, I guess we need to drill a hole first too, huh? Where's my drill? Boy, unprepared. There we go. Kind of want a little deeper than that, but I know we're gonna hit the water. Yeah, we're starting to hit that water table now, so I ain't gonna go any further than that. But that's good though. They're gonna have to step right here to get into that hole. The trap is bedded down really good, really nice and good like. Crap, I don't even know if I night latched this thing. Oh, yep, guess I did. Son of a biscuit. Man, this has been another good spot for a trap. That might be a trail, right? That's probably just a rabbit trail, though. Yeah, look at all that rabbit caca. Oh yeah, there we go. This might help. Whoa, almost knocked over the bucket, man. Oh yeah, there we go. That'll darken it up some. Using daylight quick, fellas. Might have to wait till tomorrow to go try and find another location for another trap. God knows how long it's gonna take me to figure out that daggone camera. All right. Let's get some grasses. We'll grab some more of this grasses off of this thing, because that seemed to work pretty good. Grab a little bit of this. Oh man, that's some dry dirt. Man, I should have used that. Oh, look at that. That is pretty. That's beautiful. All right. That looks good to me. Open that up. Get them funneling right up on in there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Now, got to get the bait up in there. I'm going to put the rest of the squirrel, the hide, and some regular, some of that bait that I made out of them ducks. Let's see what we need. We need this here stick. Come here, stick. Get this little squirrely. Mr. Squirrel, get your butt up in there. Go. Let's rub it on here. Get him. Let him get that little scent in the wind. Be like, what's that? Oh, here he is. He's in the hole. Get up in there. Get up in there. Yeah, get way down in there. Where is my bait? Here we go. Just to add a little extra something. Woo! Can't get it open. There we go. There we go. Get a little extra of that. And then I think we'll put, let's try the Wildcat lure in this one. Losing my label. This stuff smells fantastic. And I don't mean like, you know, it doesn't. All right. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the fur. Got a little bit of fur. Yeah, here we go. Got that fur left right here. I'm gonna stuff that in the hole too. Where's my stick? Come here, stick. Get up in there. Get that up in there. There it is. All right. Oop, leave the stick in there. There we go. And that'll do it. Now we gotta get our camera. Oh, we gotta anchor it. That would have been pretty dumb. We didn't even anchor the daggum trap. We have a coyote running around with my trap. Where'd my anchor? Oh, there it is. Here's the cable stake. And let's see, how far can we get it out? Yeah, all right, that's about it right there. All right, so I might pull it how I want to do this here. All right, I like it on this side right here, but I think it's coming out. All right, so we'll just put it right here. So I probably should have tested this out before we went ahead and did all the mess that we just did. But let me move this and we'll put that back once we get this thing staked in and get that chain hidden. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna stick a piece of PVC right there on the end of this. Then I want to stab this. Oh, I thought it's gonna work. Oh yeah, we can do it like that, huh? I'm gonna stab that swivel through the stick, put this on there. My hopes is that this will be able to spin around without getting hung up on this. Question is that gonna mess him up when he sees that? But we're gonna try and hide that too. So I'm gonna stick it right here. I'm gonna shove this all the way down as far as we can get it down. All the way. Cool. I guess that's all we need. because he ain't going nowhere with that. Well, I guess I didn't need all that, huh? I thought it was gonna go all the way down. Well, I guess we just gonna have to find out, because like I said, y'all, daylight is almost gone. So we just gonna hide it the best we can and hope he don't care about it. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do. It's not here, Mr. Coyote or Bobcat. Might look when we get a raccoon anyway. There we go. I tell you what. Shoot, I think that's good. Yeah, I don't think that'll be a problem. All right, let's go see if we can't get the camera working. Got good a spot as any. Got this one right here, that one right there. Should be no problem. Ooh, that's on an angle. Trying not to get a splinter. Think that'll do. Try not to forget my hammer. All right, Mr. Camera. Well, they give you enough strap, huh? Chore. I guess we'll put it about right there. How you work this thing? Oh, dadgummit, I put the strap in backwards. Let's see if we can't do it this way. There we go. We're getting it figured out. Put it up kind of high. All right, well, we struggled with it. As you can see, sun's pretty low. Finally got it, I think, working. Couldn't get it to hook to my Wi-Fi on my phone. Wasn't a camera issue. Pretty sure it was a phone issue. So let me get out of here, because it's taking pictures of me as we speak, and I don't want all of that. I'll catch y'all when we get something, I guess. Well, we're about 2-3 days out since we set the traps, put the cameras up and all of that. And I had to work yesterday, so I was at the firehouse. I'm just leaving the firehouse now. And yesterday at about 8 something after I got to work, I got a picture on the camera. And this was the picture. And I wasn't sure what it was. I asked a couple guys if they could tell what it was. It looked like a pig. I don't know if y'all can see what you think it looks like, but that looked like a pig to me. So I was like, man, there ain't no way a pig got caught in that trap and that foothold held a pig. But then I got another picture a little while after, and there he was, good old Bobcat. Can see him pretty clear. The image on the camera wasn't exactly crisp, because you gotta they want you to pay extra money to get an HD photo, and I don't need all of that. I just need to see if something's in my trap so that I can go take care of that. So that's what it is. We got ourselves a Bobcat. So I'm heading home right now. We're gonna hop on the four-wheeler. I'm gonna grab the catch pole, the dispatcher, and stuff to reset the trap once we take him out, and then we'll have ourselves a Bobcat, clean him up, then we're gonna put him on a smoker. Y'all stay tuned. All right, here we go. Got my long boots on. It rained a lot last night, so this is probably gonna be a little sloppy. Hopefully we don't get stuck, but I do have a winch on the four-wheeler now, so hopefully we can get ourselves out if we do get stuck. So here goes nothing. Ooh. Ooh, that was close. All right, he should be right around this corner. Well, I don't see him. Hopefully he's ducked up in that bush. Cause that would suck if we ain't there no more. Ooh, he scared the crap out of me. I was looking this way for some reason. He's right there. He's not nearly as big as the last one. Check him out. He's a pretty one though, man. Look at them spots. That's probably gonna be a female, because the last one was a male. It was pretty big. He's growling at me. It is a pretty Bobcat though. Checking out the four-wheeler. Yeah, that's my four-wheeler. Definitely a beautiful animal. Looks like the swivels work really well, because he spun around. You can see how the grass is kind of matted around. So, but he didn't get all tangled up and twisted up, so it worked. The PVC pieces on the stake worked. It worked beautifully. So, all right, guys, we got him dispatched. So now we're gonna have to reset this trap. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it back kind of like it was, because he didn't mess up the trap circle. So, I mean, I don't remember if that was there or not. So I thought it was gonna be a female, but it's not. It's just a young male. Well, that's a good catch. Look at that. Right behind the pad. That is exactly what you want to see. Yeah, but I thought he was gonna be a female, but it's not. It's a young male. Pretty cat though. All right. What are we doing? We'll set the trap right back where it was, because apparently that was a good spot. Just gonna dig it out a little bit. Oh yeah, look, see? Still got a peat moss right there. Man, couldn't ask for a better set. Rain didn't wash out this spot too bad, but I mean, it did rain. It rained a handful last night. Now, Bobcat, according to the research I did, Bobcat, the males have like a 50 mile, is it 50 or 20 square mile range? I guess I should have confirmed that before I even mentioned it, but the females have a much shorter range. That's probably why we got two males out here. Now, I've been to this house only about, well, I say only, I've been at this house about 3 years now, close to 3 years, and I have never seen a bobcat other than the ones we trapped. That just goes to show you how elusive they are, because they're around here. And just imagine how many they actually got around here. If we caught two of them right here. I only caught two right here, and somebody just down the road right there had got them one not that long ago. So I mean, that's three in this small area, so you can imagine how many they actually have out here. Because like I said, I ain't never seen one just walking while I'm back here, and I spent all kind of time back here. So I tell you what, they probably got a mess of them, but you never see them because they're so quiet and they're so elusive. You probably walk right by a couple of them. If you're in the woods, you probably walk by quite a few and just never knew that they were there. So, oh, when you gonna stop doing that, Vinny? All right, well, I'm gonna get this trap set back up, and I'll pick y'all back up once we get it all set, show you what it looks like, and we freshen this one up. All right, there we go. I brushed it up again. I brushed it up right there so they wouldn't see our stake. I mean, obviously it didn't matter, but you know, just to hide it, let it blend in just a little bit, and then you can barely even tell where I got the trap set. Man, I made it look so good. But I'll go ahead and put this squirrel. I'm gonna put the squirrel meat back in there. Since it worked the first time, why wouldn't we just put it right back in there? Try not to touch it with my hands because it's disgusting. Put that right there. Stuff it in there. And now this is the trap that we put the squirrel. We put a little bit of my homemade bait, and then I had some I think we put the matter of fact, I think we put the wildcat lure and some bobcat urine on there. So maybe that's why he went to this one instead of this one. I don't know. Maybe he just came to this one first and didn't even have a chance to go check that one out. But we're gonna go ahead and make it up the same way, and I guess that'll be a little experiment. See what we get next, whether it be a coyote or another bobcat. So go ahead and stuff that down in there, and then let's see. I'll leave the stick right here. Where is my bait? Oh yeah. Put that little bit of homemade bait back in there. This is the duck. Ugh. Oh man, my hands are nasty, stinking dirty. Look at this. Funking up my jar. And then I also have some, I got some Nutri-Meat and some rabbit that's fermenting that we're about to make some more bait with, that maybe we'll try the next go around. I gotta finish making that. Stick that in there. Freshen up our lure a little bit. Let's see, where's that wildcat? What's this one is? What this one is? Nope, that's the Widowmaker. Let's get the wildcat. Right, chum. Go ahead and we'll stick this out in there. up in there. All right, shove it down. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Ooh, I can smell it from here. All right, a little bit of fog, a little bit bobcat urine. Where it's at. This is actually the urine from the last bobcat we caught. All you need is a little dab will do you. And there we go. Trap set. That one still looks good, so we ain't even gonna mess with it. And then I'll get that camera, make sure it's still good. And I'll catch y'all back at the house. We're gonna clean this bad boy up and put him on the smoker. So I got that bobcat, the whole bobcat, soaking in a brine right now. I've been soaking for about 4 hours and 11 minutes. Got it in some salt, some water, some other stuff. But I did want to show you how I skinned him. Now this isn't that bobcat, obviously. This is the bobcat, the last one I got. I already got it tanned and everything, but I did what I call a case skin, where you cut from basically one leg all the way down to his vent, and then the same thing with the other leg all the way down to his vent like that. And you basically just peel him open like a sock. So I mean, he's like a, woo! I mean, it's just a case. So you know, you didn't split him open and then open him up like that. He's just kind of like a puppet. But unfortunately, since YouTube doesn't let us show that sort of thing, you get in all kind of trouble sometimes. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So instead of taking that chance, just wanted to show y'all that. Maybe one day when I figure out how I can show all that to y'all, I'll show y'all that. But let's get to cooking. All right, as far as the brine goes, all I did was I took some water, put it in the pot, boiled it. For every cup of water, I used a tablespoon of salt, and then I put some different seasonings in there, mostly just some of that Montreal steak seasoning and some of that Trinity shake. And then boil that for a little while, plus some fresh rosemary. Let that boil for a little while till it all dissolved. Then I put some ice in the water because I didn't want it to be hot when we put it on the meat, because we don't want it to start cooking before we're ready for it to start cooking. So then I took it, stuck it in the refrigerator, let it cool down, soaked for 4 hours, and now it's time to take it out. I also cut some slits in the meat, hoping that it'll help it absorb a little bit. I don't know what that is. I don't think I want to eat that. Some kind of string on it. All right, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pat it dry. Get them fluids off of it so that our rub will stick pretty good. Ooh. There we go. I guess we'll just go ahead and do one at a time. Now this right here is 2 different kind of rubs. I didn't have enough of either one, so I mixed them together. Now we got enough. So we're gonna put it on there. I know one is like a Memphis rub. The other one, I don't know exactly what it was. It's just, I guess, a little bit of everything. I don't know. We're just gonna rub them all down. Everyone just like that. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Get that rub up in them cuts. Flip it over, do the same thing. Make a mess, because that's how you do it. It's all part of the game. There we go. And then I'm just going to do that to the other 3 pieces. We'll set it on our rack and we'll stick it in the smoker. I got the smoker heating up to about 180. Got the smoke rolling. All right, there we go. Got bobcats on the top in the second rack. And then I got the marinade actually in that pot right there. And that is we're going to use that as the moisture when it evaporates. Try and keep these legs moist. All I'm going to do is put it in there for about 2 hours. And then we'll come check it. And I'm probably going to finish it in the pressure cooker so it don't dry out, because them bobcats ain't got no fat on there. All right, now there it is. That's about 3 hours in the smoker. I bumped it up to 200 about halfway through. Probably could have bumped it up either a little sooner or a little hotter, but I'm not really trying to cook it in the smoker. I just want to get that smoky flavor. The pressure cooker is the one that's going to cook it. We're going to make sure that it's cooked all the way through, being that it's predator and all. But I don't think, yeah, that could be a problem. Hopefully we can split these right at the joint and then they'll all fit in there. But since you need fluids, liquids in the old pressure cooker, I'm going to go ahead and take some of that brine, that we put in the smoker to catch the juices falling from that. So hopefully it'll have all that good flavor in it. This ought to have a little smoky flavor to it. Put that in there. I'm going to take this, Ooh, that's warm. Take that rosemary in there. Put that in there. And then we're gonna pressure cook it now. And then once we finish pressure cooking it, before we shred it, or after we shred it, I should say, I might add some of that juice in there just to add the liquids back into it. All that flavor is gonna be fantastic. I did this once before with Nutra, probably last year. I think it was in a video, but it came out awesome. But I don't exactly remember how I do it. And I don't even know if I put it on a video, so I can't exactly go back and watch it. But we're about to find out. All right, there you go, guys. One last look before we put the top on. And pressurize the old girl. Now, the reason I cooked the whole thing is because I got some friends coming over, some brothers from church coming over after church tomorrow. They're going to help me unload my trailer. I got a big old chicken coop on there that going to take more than 3, 4, 5 guys to get that sucker off, because that's how much it took to get it on there. And then they're all going to taste it. We're all going to sit down, do a little bit of fellowshipping over some Bobcat. But after it's finished in the pressure cooker, I'm going to take it out. I'm going to shred it up. Might add a little juice back to it. Might put some barbecue sauce in it. Not quite sure yet, but I'll pick y'all up when it's time to eat. Things are escalating rather quickly. I just got finished getting dressed for church. About to head out and I get a notification on my phone, and this is what we got. We got a coyote in the trap. It's the very next day. We just took care of that Bobcat yesterday, cooked him up. And so now after church, I gotta go take care of the coyote before we can even get the chicken coop off the trailer, before we can even taste the Bobcat. So that trap is putting in some work. I'm not gonna reset it today. I'm gonna reset it after work the following day, because I already got one trap working right there anyway. So I gotta go get the coyote, go help my partners get that chicken coop off the trailer, and we're gonna eat some Bobcat, kick back and relax and just enjoy each other's fellowship. All right, guys, so while I was at church, I was getting pictures on my camera, and it looked like the coyote was about to pull the stake out of the ground. So I called my neighbor and had him go dispatch it for me. Matter of fact, the coyote did pull a stake out of the ground while my neighbor was trying to dispatch him, and he had to go track him down and dispatch him in the bushes. But here he is. Nice big old male coyote. Another one right out the backyard. One day after we caught the Bobcat, same trap, I just reset it, and there he was. So anyway, got my church folk out here, got my church family, my brothers, and we about to go taste that Bobcat and show you how it tastes. All right, guys, I got sweet Hawaiian bread, because that's delicious when it comes to barbecue. I'm gonna put that Blue Plate mayo on there. Not sponsored, but I should be, because down here, y'all, I know y'all like that Duke's mayo in a lot of other places, but Blue Plate's the way to go if you ain't tasted it. I can probably leave a link in the description on Amazon or something and get y'all a little bit of get y'all a little culture, a little South Louisiana culture. Now, I like to use the coleslaw on the bun. On the bun to go with my pulled Bobcat. So let's head on over to the crock pot where we got it warming. There we go. Put that on top of that. A bit more. Stick that up. Oh, we made it upside down, but that's okay. And I'm just gonna give it a big old sloppy bite.
I'll just sit where you're standing right now.
Sauce c'est bon. That's good. Let's see what everybody else thinks.
Spewing faucet is not
He ain't even gotta say something. Look at that bite into it.
sphincter. That's delicious.
Yeah. You took a bite that thing? What that taste like?
What it taste like?
Yeah, what it is.
Yeah, what that taste like?
It's good, man. All right.
Ain't nothing wrong with Bobcat, y'all. So if you shoot one, trap one, cook that sucker up. It's delicious. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't. And help a brother out. You know, if somebody needs help, give him a hand. There's enough negativity in the world. We need to add a little bit of positivity. Love y'all. See y'all later.